and welcome to the TBV Show. Hopefully everybody is doing a-okay. Big up to everybody. We're back with another episode. Today is a really, really special one because this guy that we're going to bring on is a massive part of the Tutto Calcio, which is obviously Gio's show. He's a co-host of it. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. This guy's got hella stories. He's very funny from what I've seen from the Tutto Calcio. And yeah, without further ado, I'm not going to take too much of your time. So bless up, smash the like, hit the subscribe button, and let me bring in Dom. How are you, bro?
Hey, how's it going, bro? Glad to be here, man. Doing good.
Nah, 100, bro. And obviously, Tutto Calcio is where people will know you from. Obviously, you've got a following on Twitter as well, which all of the links, by the way, Tutto Calcio I'll put in there, as well as Dom's actual links as well. All will be in the description. But yeah, man, it's good to get you on. And I think we can, I've been telling Gio for a long time, before we get into the questions about you, but I've been telling Gio for the longest time, like, get me on Tutto Calcio. Like, me versus Dom, not in a bad way, but like, bantering each other, because I can take the banter and I can joke around. Like, it'll be so funny. But he's like, no, you don't support a Serie A club. I'm like, God damn it. But yeah, obviously you'll know me from the comments, saying Kim and Jay, please sell him and everything. So
yep. I know Kim. Well aware of Kim.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get into it. So I want to know a little bit more about you, like, in general. Obviously, we'll mention the Napoli stuff because obviously you can see the massive. You've obviously wearing the hat, but you can see the massive Napoli badge in the background. But what was like life growing up for you?
Life was good, man. My dad was in the military, moved around a lot. I was born in New York. I was born in the Bronx. Raised in Puerto Rico. Living out there in the island. Life was good. Surfing, playing sports, good old stuff. And then, I joined the military afterwards, and I bounced around, lived multiple locations, was blessed to travel to cool spots. And now I've settled down. I'm out of the military, and yeah, man, I'm doing my thing. And life has been pretty good to me. I don't have many complaints.
What was it like growing up in the Bronx? Because I've heard from a British person, I've heard that it's like dangerous.
Well, so I left New York when I was 10.
Okay.
So yeah, so my where I really grew up was in Puerto Rico. So
okay.
And growing up in Puerto Rico was amazing. It was an amazing experience. So yeah. But now I live back here in New York, so I guess I'm catching back up on everything that I've missed. And yeah.
No, I hear it. So like, when you went to Puerto Rico, obviously you didn't have a choice, but did you miss New York?
Not at all, man.
No,
not at all. No.
If
you ever have the chance to go to Puerto Rico, you'll see why. Beautiful beaches, amazing food. The people are amazing. The culture, everything. So yeah.
No. I hear it fully. So then you said about the military. What was that like?
The what?
Like getting into like the military and stuff.
That was an experience, man. I was in the Coast Guard for 8 years. I was at a search and rescue station. That was my first unit. So it was kind of like a fireman station, where you're 3 days on, 3 days off, waiting for the alarm to go off, rescue some people off of some boats. So I was stationed down there in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, real close to Miami. So it was an amazing experience. After that, got stationed over in San Diego. Did a lot of cool stuff over there. Some of the stuff I can't talk about, but some really cool cowboy stuff was done over there. Ended up getting out of the military, stayed in San Diego for another 5 more years. So 12 years total in San Diego. That's like my second home. I love that place. So the military was good, man. I learned a lot. I got a lot out of it. Leadership qualities, punctuality, organization, time management, all that good stuff. So yeah, military was really good for me.
Do you think you went into that because of your family, being in that?
Yeah, my dad, always saw him in uniform, and it was cool. And you know how it is, you want to be cool like your dad. So I decided to follow his footsteps. But yeah.
So like the first couple of days of that, obviously with what you can share, what was that like? Because like a normal, like for me, right, I'm just a normal person, you know. Well, no one's normal, but you get my point. I'm a normal person. I wake up, you know, look after my kid, you know, the same things, eat, all of that, sleep, everything. But like military wise, that's I don't even think I could think what you guys would be doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can't really get attached to a routine. Well, you can make a routine and try to stick by it, but at the flip of a switch, things change. You know, you get called out, you get deployed, you're out there for 3 months, 4 months out there in the water, you know, doing cool stuff. But yeah, you learn to adapt. Adaptability is a real big thing in the military. They teach you that in boot camp. You know, they change your whole world around. You know, you're living. I was living in, you know, I was in Puerto Rico, living the life, surfing. You know, part-time job, working at a surf shop. You know, I was on my own time. And then at boot camp, it was just they flipped it on me. You know what I mean? It was a real cool experience. So definitely adaptability. Learning how to adapt to change to events changing. You know all the basic stuff, following orders and staying professional and always being on time and stuff like that. So I learned a lot of that stuff being in the military, and it's not for everyone, but for me, my personal experience, it was definitely a positive one.
Yeah. Do you feel like well, you kind of alluded to it when you were talking about it earlier, but do you think it definitely like changed you in the sense of like, you know, becoming a man and stuff? Because like you said, the responsibility, the leadership skills, and all of that. Like, did it shape you? Would you say?
Definitely. I had some of those qualities already. I was always organized and punctual, and you know, the jobs that I had, you know, I always showed up and stuff. But the military got me to get me outside of the small island I was on, meet different people, go to different places. Diversity is a big thing, knowing how to work with different personalities. It made me become more open-minded, you know, throughout the experiences that I had. Yeah, things like that. Definitely like when it comes to being in charge and being responsible, like, you know, I've had some supervisors that weren't the best, so I learned the negatives from them, like what not to do and stuff like that. So every day was a learning experience, that's for sure. And I would say overall it did make me a better man, that's for sure.
Yeah, because like I said, for a somewhat normal person, I couldn't even think of, you know, doing that, because again, it is your job. Obviously you're being paid to do it, but at the same time, it's not like, you know, like if you work in freaking, I don't know, a pizza restaurant, you know what I mean? Like there are people's lives in that on the line, isn't there? So it's definitely different in that aspect. But what are your Italian roots?
So my mom's side is from Napoli. So yeah, my her father and her mother are from Napoli, and straight from right there in the city. So they're straight from there, and that's how I got involved with Napoli. That's how because I like it, as you probably already know. I'm a Yankee fan, Knicks fan, and a Giants fan. They're all from New York, all New York teams. So I try to keep my teams where my roots are from. So there's that type of attachment. I enjoy that, because then I bond with the culture, everything outside of that sport. So when I decided to get into the world of football, I asked my brother, because my brother's a Roma fan, and he's been a Roma fan for quite a while. I would say he's probably been a Roma fan for 20 plus years. And I asked him, like, hey, you know, I'm trying to get into the sport, but there's so many clubs, you know, because you already know there's so many clubs, so many leagues, you can get lost in this, right? So I asked him straight up, is there any clubs from Naples? And he's like, yeah, there's Napoli right there. Oh, and that's my club. Without doing any research, without without seeing what the club has done. I just went straight in, and that's it. And ever since that day, I've been a loyal Napoli fan.
Did you ever go to Naples, like before becoming a fan?
Before, no. Afterwards,
okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Which that's a pretty cool experience, because if I would never have gotten into the sport, I would have never made the 2 trips that I made out there to see like where my roots are from, and like, you know.
Yeah. No, fully. I'm with you fully, because you know, like the reason I was asking is because like some of the guests we've had on before, you know, they like go to that particular place that their roots are from on like holidays. That's what I was asking.
Okay.
But like the holidays you did go on, what was that like?
So when I first went, it was towards the end of December, beginning of January, and I went there to watch the famous Napoli Juventus game. It was that 5-1 victory that we had over Juventus, like one of the biggest upsets in the history of those 2 teams facing each other. And man, it was just, I stayed there in Napoli the whole entire time. Was able to watch that game. I watched the Coppa Italia game against Cremonese, and man, it was just an amazing experience. The food, the people, the scenery, like it was a trip I'll never forget. And then I went the second time because that season we lifted the Scudetto. So I went the second time, like 4 months later, when I was blessed enough to go to the last game of the season, and I watched the trophy being lifted and everything. I was there inside the stadium. Yeah.
Whoa. Damn.
Yeah, bro. A Scudetto we hadn't won for such a long time, and I was able to like witness that. So that was amazing.
That's crazy as well, isn't it? And like, just in the fact that obviously, you know, your life, not necessarily yours, but everyone's life obviously takes them in different paths and everything. But like the fact that like, because of the way you are and the way you like to stay with like your teams are rooted to you, like then going and seeing that's crazy. Like I've obviously been to the Bayern Stadium twice.
Nice.
But like I've never watched them. Well, I watched them lift the preseason trophy, but no one cares about preseason. You know what I mean? Like the Scudetto, for anyone that doesn't know, is the main trophy that you want to win. Obviously in Italy, it's the league title. You know, the one that Juventus were monopolizing. So you know, shout out to Gio. He's not gonna like that part, but hey, it is what it is. But for instance, right? So you obviously you had some stage of your life in New York, right? And obviously you're around there now. What is the difference between, because obviously there's a massive Italian community in New York, and around America as you know as a whole, but like what is the difference between the food from New York Italian or American Italian and actual Italian? Is there a difference?
Oh, there's definitely a difference. Starting from scratch, the ingredients over here, it's America, so everything is boosted with chemicals, right? You know, all the food we eat. So the ingredients off the bat is different. Over there at Napoli, I literally ate pizza and pasta every day and didn't gain 1 pound. You know what I mean? If I would have tried pulling that off over here, forget I probably would be obese. Most likely, I would at least gain 15 pounds. So definitely the food, it's so much more, so much better. Other things like plates, like you know, chicken parmesan. That's a Italian American dish. That's not something you'll find in, you know, at Napoli. So there's certain dishes that you think that are from Italy, but they're really not. But the most important part about it is that the food is just, you know, pizza over there at Napoli and a New York slice. As much as I love it, it's light and day. Like you know, it's night and day. It's a huge difference. So,
totally different. Yeah. No, I'm with you. Well, so like, going to the stadium, the Napoli stadium, the first time. What was that like for you?
Amazing, bro. I even have a video of me. A buddy of mine recorded me like walking up the stairs and looking at the stadium for the first time.
Yeah,
it was just like all the history, you know, Maradona played there, and you know, just us in the battle for the Scudetto that season, and everyone was so hyped up in that stadium because we're playing Juventus, where, you know, Juventus fans will tell you that we're not their rivals, but they know deep down inside there is a rivalry there, because when Napoli plays Juventus or Juventus plays Napoli, that's the match of the week and everyone's locked in. So that aspect of it being that game made it even better.
Yeah, no, I'm with you fully. I'm with you. And what was the score, did you say? So you smashed them, wasn't it?
5-1.
Wow.
And that one goal was a lucky Di Maria goal, like a banger from like outside the box. Like no one till this day, we don't know how he got that one in, but we completely shut down Juventus that game, and that was when Allegri was coaching them.
Oh wow. Okay. Damn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Because my first game for Bayern was in the UK. It was a Man City stadium, Etihad. That it was the treble season. So yeah, they smashed us. I think, was it 3-1 or 2-1, something like that. It's the one with the Rodri goal where he literally levers it and it goes in the top right corner.
That was when they won the treble under Pep.
Yeah, that was Tuchel's first game for us.
Yeah, I remember that.
I already had the ticket before Julian Nagelsmann got sacked. So I was going to the game no matter what, especially with the money of it. Because over here in the UK, the prices of the tickets are disgusting. Couple hundred, you know, just for one person to go, and I went with the missus. So yeah, we went, but we got absolutely smushed. And yeah, I was 2 goal out from that day. But like, I remember going to the Bayern Stadium, the Allianz, and I could like, I don't know what it is. There's like a calm around it. I don't know if you feel the same going to the Napoli one, but like in the sense of like, because you don't live there, because you don't see it every single day, like someone would if they were driving past it or whatever. Like it just, I felt like calm. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, for instance, like where I live, this little city that I live in the UK is called Salisbury. We have a cathedral, right? And you know, we get tourists all the time. Like, oh wow, amazing! Da, da, da. I think it's crap. I'll say straight up. You know, I understand the history of it, but I don't think it's amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where like tourists come and see it. So like for me, like being at the Allianz, you know, thinking, you know, of Robin playing there, you know, Ribery, so on and so forth. All of these people I've watched on the TV and idolize. You know, it's just like that calm there. But I'm not gonna lie, when I went to the game there, this summer just gone, yeah, I definitely wasn't calm. I was jacking it. I don't know why I was so scared, but yeah, it is what it is. But what's like the city like as a whole?
New York City or Napoli?
Like Naples.
Oh man, it's true what they say, man. They live for football over there, man. It's that city really lives for football. It's one of the cities in the world that everything, the culture heavily has to do with football. The people are nice, man. That, you know, they're approachable. They're really like humble. They welcome you in. Like I said, the food, man. There's like espresso cafe spots in every corner. Yeah, it's just amazing, man. There's a lot of streets that you could get lost in, but in every street there's something to do. Yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty much what. Oh, and then you got the bay. You know, you have Mount Vesuvius in the background. The scenery is it's just so beautiful, man. It's such a beautiful place.
Well, is that kind of like with what I was saying about like the Allianz? Obviously, it's totally different because the Allianz is a building. Of course. But like, was it like that calm, like energy?
It was very calm. In the stadium, it was different because we have the when I walked in, the ultras were already going at it. You know, they were doing the chants, they were doing the claps. You know, they were doing all the stuff. So as soon as I walked in, it was loud. You know what I mean? Everyone was just like so fired up. But the city as a whole, it's just quiet, chill. Everyone's happy over there. You know what I mean? Everyone's just like, they're just happy.
No, fully. And I'm reading it here. It says that I keep saying Napoli. No, that's the football club. Naples, sorry, is the birth of pizza.
Yeah, actually, actually, the city is called Napoli.
Oh, it is. Okay.
In English, it translates over to Naples, but Napoli is the actual way to say it in Italian. Yeah.
So yeah, being the home of pizza, you know, don't get it twisted. I definitely have way too much weight on me because of pizza. I eat that. Like the missus would tell you straight up. I eat that probably 3 times a week.
Nice.
I love it. Absolutely love it with no pineapple either.
Oh yeah, we don't do pineapple. We don't do pineapple. If Didi's listening, she's the only panel member that eats it with pineapple, but we don't do that around here.
Yeah, the missus loves the Hawaiian. I'm like, no. Me, I'm just straight margarita. Basic.
Nice.
But I know that some people like all different weird stuff on it. But yeah, no, like the views, you're talking about the views and stuff. Do they have like historical buildings over there in Napoli?
Yeah, they do. They got plenty of historical stuff. They have a historical church. They have a historical castle, like by the water, like a fortress. Yeah. So they have it's very, very historical. They have the Pompeii place where you could go visit, where you if you're familiar with Pompeii, when Mount Vesuvius erupted during the Roma era, you could go see that. So it's very, very historical city. It's a very historical city. And about the pizza, like I didn't know that. You know, I didn't know that when Napoli was the birthplace of pizza, and so I started following Napoli. I was like, no wonder, because I love pizza too, man. I got leftover pizza in the fridge right now. I'm gonna eat later on. You know, I'm a pizza guy, and I was like, I mean, who doesn't love pizza, right? If you don't love pizza, that's pretty, you know, that's pretty odd. But
yeah,
I can't go. I have to at least have pizza once a week. If not, I feel withdrawn. You know what I mean? I have these withdrawals.
Yeah, no, I have no Italian roots, not that I know of. But no, I'm fully with it. Like,
yeah.
To be fair, you're making me hungry.
Yeah.
And for anyone that's wondering, it's currently 11:36 at night in the UK. So, yeah.
Perfect time to have some pizza. Perfect time to have some pizza.
No. I'll wake up with bad guts, bro. That's not gonna happen. But I'm looking on Google as we speak. That's why I'm looking this way. Some of the sites, man. Oh my word.
Yeah.
Go there. Like there, I don't know what it is. You might be able to tell me, but it's like a fortress on an island.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it, but yeah, I saw it when I went there. Like I passed by that. Yeah,
it's was it telling me easy day trips? That'll help. I have no clue how to say that. Is it ovo and is it Lagmera? I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna butcher it. For anyone that's watching, just type in Naples or Napoli and fortress. It looks sick. It's actually making me want to go there. To be fair, the missus does want to go to Italy next year, so maybe Naples is. I wanted to go to Milan, not for football, just in general, Milan.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, if you go to Italy, you have to at least try to go to the southern part, man, because don't only stop at Napoli. Like you have Capri, which Positano, which is in all these movies. You know, you see Positano out there, Capri, beautiful places to go down in the south. Milan is it's fashion city of the world, fashion capital city of the world. Rome, that's historically, you know, everyone knows about Rome. You know, they got the cathedral. So there's a lot of places to go, but definitely if you want the southern culture, I call it the real culture of Italy, you go to Napoli, and I stand by that.
No, I'm with it. And then the fact that it's the place of pizza, like it's cool. It's cool of me, man.
And not only that, man, but the seafood, is amazing. The octopus, the fish. There's so much other stuff too, man. That and the desserts. Oh man, it's just all amazing.
Yeah, we need to stop talking about food. I'm gonna have to go. But as a whole, like have you been to other places around Italy? I'm guessing you have.
So that second trip I made, I was able to go to Milan.
Okay.
I went to Venice.
Ooh.
Venice is an experience too, bro. Venice is an experience. Like just seeing that city with water and the boats and all that. We went on one of those, and it was amazing. Real tourists, because the cruise ships come in and out of there.
Yeah.
So you see a lot of people that are tourists in that city. I went to those two places. I went to Bologna too. Went to Bologna to watch a game. That was an experience. And then Napoli, Capri, Positano. Yeah, that was about it. It's pretty cool.
I'm guessing Turin wasn't on that list.
Yeah, who wants to go over there, bro? It's over there. It's on the border over there. It's all the way in the corner. They're on timeout. There's nothing over there to go see.
I love the way I set that up as well. That was funny. Again, shout out Gio. He's gonna be cussing us watching this. But hey, that's what it is.
Like for real, like a little bit of banter here. Like when someone tells you, "Yo, I went to Italy," and you're like, "Where did you go?" They're never gonna tell you I went to Turin. Who's gonna say that? You'll be like, where's Turin at? What is that? No, I went to Rome, I went to Napoli, I went to Milan, right? Yeah. Talking about Turin. No one knows about that spot. Yeah, I'm just
to be fair, I can't lie. You know, when Cristiano Ronaldo signed for them, I generally didn't know Turin was a thing. And I'm not even, because we're bantering that, I'm generally not even joking.
Yeah.
I thought there was I'm not very good with geography, but I thought, the thing was called Juventus or Juve was the city, you know what I mean? Not Turin. So when it was like he landed in Turin, I'm like, huh? He landed there? You know what I mean? Have you been anywhere? Obviously, Puerto Rico, you've obviously been. You lived there, New York, obviously. Have you been anywhere else around the world?
I've been to a lot of places in Central America, South America, Panama, Guatemala, Mexico. Went to a couple of places in the Caribbean, like Aruba, Curacao, Dominican Republic. And then South America, been to went to Chile, passed through Colombia, and didn't really spend too much time there, but I passed through Colombia. On the European side, I really haven't ventured out that much. Only Italy. But I need to go to those other places. I want to go to like Germany, France, the UK.
Yeah, don't come over here, mate.
Everyone says that. Everyone from the UK tells me don't come here.
Nah, it's a beautiful place. It's just very overrated, in my opinion. But maybe we can do like a reverse here, because do you think New York's overrated? Because I love New York.
Man, yeah. I mean, I get it. I understand why people come here. It's one of the biggest cities in the world. And even me, when I go down to the downtown at night and I see it, and I'm like, I get it. You know, it's bright lights, tall skyscrapers. You could eat you could find any type of food here. You got Broadway, you got the Statue of Liberty, Empire State Building. So there's a lot to do here. So I get it. But you tell me, let's go on a vacation. I'm thinking Caribbean. I'm thinking somewhere there's beautiful beaches. That's just how, unless it's Europe or something like that. But I'm just different. Like I wouldn't, I don't want to come to a major city to spend my vacation at. I'm just more laid back. Probably because I was raised in Puerto Rico. I really enjoy the tropical beach life.
No, have you ever been to Greece?
No.
I
want to go. Yeah, I want to go.
Where I can't remember I know one of the islands is called Rhodes. So to be fair, I just let the missus sorts the holidays out. Because my main holiday, Munich. You know what I mean? I'll say it straight up. I want to go to Munich. Nothing other than Munich. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. I want to go to Brazil. I want to go around the world, of course. But like, yeah, I'm so you know, you could probably see all of the shirts behind my head. I'm so obviously football oriented that I just want to go back and again, I think it is that peaceful thing that I was on about earlier. You know what I mean? Just to see it. And they just so again, I was there a couple of months ago, seen the Gerd Muller statue. And what did they do a couple of weeks after? They put in a Beckenbauer statue. Thanks for that. Like, I could have just waited and seen both at the same time.
Right?
Now, at least it gives me another excuse to go back there, even though the missus is like, no.
She's over it. She's over it.
Yeah, fully. So Rhodes, we went to Rhodes this summer. And I can't say it. It's known as Zanti, but it's like Zacharias or something like that. That sounded like a Pokemon. But yeah, look, if you like that tropical and beaches with the beautiful water and so on, you'll like Greece fully.
Awesome.
And the foods are nice as well. Even though I'm not a foodie, the missus and the little one, they love their food. And nice. They eat everything. And I'm just there. I shouldn't say this online, but they're queuing up with the adults to get all of like the cool, nice dishes, and I'm there with the kids just getting like pizza and chips.
Simple man, that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, it was I did get some funny looks when they, people would walk past to see what because we went on when we went to the most recent one in Rhodes. It was a what the hell do you call it? Full board. So we had breakfast, lunch, and dinner, already paid for. So we just go there every day and get whatever. And yeah, some of the people definitely were staring me out. Not in a bad way, but I'm there with a tiny little plate of chips and pizza, and then you've got my daughter who's got like all of this random Greek food. I wouldn't have it any other way because I don't want her to be like me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So,
I get you, man.
No, fully with it. What was Chile like? Because I heard again, being from the UK, you hear about these things being dangerous and so on. But I watch a lot of vlog videos. Do you know what a vlog video is?
No.
So basically, for instance, if I grab my phone here, 1 second, I grab my phone, right? So let's say you're in Naples, I'm in Munich, and then they just film themselves.
Oh, okay.
Like those sorts of videos. And I've watched loads in the South America because I love the South America. I really want to go to Colombia, go to Brazil, because it's like a different. Well, I wouldn't know, but from what I can see from those videos, it's like a different type of thing. You know what I mean? So what was Chile like?
It was. I didn't spend too much time there. But when I was there, we pulled in because it was when I was in the military. So we pulled in when I was we pulled in for I think it was 4 or 5 days. I was able to go to this to Easter Island. I was able to go to this. It was you know where the San Cristobal Hill is? It's where the famous, Brazil has the Jesus, the famous Jesus thing. It's something like that, but it's their own version.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is it these how do you men? Stone.
Yeah, Eastern Island is the men thing, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was basically why we pulled up in there. That was the reason why we went in. That's the first place we went. We went to that little island right off of it. So that was a pretty cool experience, man.
Did you get to see the sun go through it?
No, I did not, because we went at the wrong time. But
okay.
But to this day, they still can't explain how that's there.
Yeah, no, they looking at them now. I'll put a picture for anybody that hasn't or doesn't know what it is. Wow, And to be fair, speaking about England just for a second. Because we talked about it just a minute ago, I am a bit spoiled when it comes to historical things, because so the city I live in, we've obviously got the cathedral, like I said, and they have the last Magna Carta. So we actually had Jay-Z come over here to see it.
Oh, really?
Because obviously one of his albums is called The Magna Carta.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So yeah, he come over and actually seen it and so on. But then 20 minutes the other way, so out of the city centre, we've actually got Stonehenge.
Stonehenge, bro. That's another one.
Which I've lived in this city for 27 years. I've never seen it, not once.
Really?
Drove past it, looked, when I was a child, drove past it, looked. When I'm an adult, drive past it, looked. Never been up there. And it's actually quite funny. I've got an 8-year-old daughter. She's actually been there on a school trip. feel like I'm doing my life wrong. I can't lie.
You gotta go, man. You gotta go because that's another historical monument that they don't understand how that's there.
Yeah.
I would have been going there a couple of times. Like it's just up there with the pyramids and all the other stuff that we modern day people can't explain.
It's quite funny because over here in the UK, I don't know if they have it in America because I know certain shows cross over, but not everyone does. But I remember there's the show over here. It's like a game show called Gladiators, where it's like these big, strong men and women go against random people.
Yeah.
And one of the intros of that show, like the old one when I was a kid, they actually were doing their poses and that in Stonehenge, which is again 20 minutes away from me.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm doing a disservice. 100% doing a disservice. But as a whole, is there obviously you weren't there for as long in Chile and South America and so on, but being American and being obviously living in New York and so on, is there a different type of energy and feel of South America?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I mean, it's the Latin culture, you know what I mean? It's pretty much very similar to all the other Latin countries. That's what I've at least found. Because being raised in Puerto Rico, it's obviously a Latin community, and then Mexico is very similar. So Chile is more or less the same type of vibe, really. The only thing that really changes is a little bit of the food, but everything's rice and bean based as it is. So, but they make the little tweaks here and there. Yeah, man, it's I'm used to it. You know what I mean? It's just kind of going back home. But I love the culture. You already know they're known to be very good at football. The national team at one point were strong, so they love their football. And there's this. I remember talking to you about this before. WWE, right? This woman wrestler, she's from Chile, and she's the first South American to ever win the title. And she's right now they strapped the rock,
right?
Yeah, Stephanie Vacquier. They strapped a rocket behind her back, and she's just going up right now. So it's just pretty cool that I'm seeing someone from that country that had visited. So yeah, man, it's cool. I like Chile a lot.
We definitely will get into talking about wrestling. As two wrestling marks ourselves, we can get into that fully. Did you ever go to Brazil?
No, I haven't yet.
Is that a place you would like to go?
I would definitely want to go there. I definitely want to go there because I want to experience that beach, the Amazon, maybe be able to see something of the Amazon, because we all know that that's huge. So yeah, definitely I would love to go there.
Because obviously they've got everything, haven't they? Really, they've got the beaches. Obviously the obviously because of the beaches they've got the sea, obviously, and then people playing volleyball on the beaches, people playing football on the beaches. Then you've got the favela, which I would love to go to, but probably a bit too scared to go there. If I'm being honest. And then obviously they got the Christ Medina, I believe is what it's called. Statue, which is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I don't know how people get photos there though, because I've seen videos and they're it's kind of like the Wall of China. It's packed, fully packed. You know what I mean? Everyone trying to get their selfie for Instagram or whatever.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So yeah, no, fully. If we go back to Napoli for a second note, the football club, So do you have like obviously you mentioned was it your brother that's a Roma fan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anybody else in your family that is a Napoli fan?
Nope.
No, not at all. Okay.
No, because unfortunately my grandparents passed away.
Okay.
And my mom really never got into it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, I'm really the only one. You know what I mean? The only one.
No, I hear it. Like again, similar to what you were saying with your mum never being, in it. That was literally, that's the root of me being a Bayern fan, in that sense, because stepdad did not give a toss about it, did not care. Same with with my mum. They would only put England on when England were playing Euros or World Cup or whatever. You know what I mean? Because that was just the thing. So I'm getting into buying Robin and getting me into that and so on. But like some of your favorite players, obviously, if I'm right by you don't look that old. So I'm guessing you didn't see Maradona play.
It's crazy, man, because I could have seen him play it if I would have gotten into the sport a lot earlier.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna give my age out there, but
No.
I was a very young kid when Maradona was playing for Napoli.
Okay.
And I'm joking. I'm 45 years old, so I was just joking. I wasn't gonna give my age, but yeah, I'm 45 years old. So I was like 8 years old when Maradona was out there, winning trophies for Napoli. So it's pretty unfortunate that I wasn't a fan back then. But my favorite players, going back to your question, is I have a list, man. Hamsik, one of my best players. Yeah, man.
That hair as well.
Yeah. Koulibaly. Who else? I'm gonna leave my favorite one for last. Cavani up there, obviously. Lobotka, current player. He's my favorite current player. But my heavily most favorite player, Napoli player of all time is Mertens.
I literally searched up Napoli legends while you were speaking, and I was looking at some of them. I'm like, okay, he's just tick that one off and tick that one off. Dries Mertens.
Yeah, man.
I think he kind of goes in that same mold as Thomas Muller, in the fact that like people rate him, but not to the highest level. If that makes and I don't mean Napoli fans. I mean like Serie A fans, European fans, so on. You know what I mean? Where they rate them, but they don't rate them as good. You know what I mean? You know this yourself. Obviously, you do the Tutto Calcio, which we'll get into, but like the amount of PR that's behind some of these players, and they're not even that good. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But Edis Cavani, one of those players I wished Bayern signed.
Man, Cavani was.
I really, really, really wish he never went to PSG though. If I'm being honest.
Yeah. Yeah, PSG is.
Yeah,
PSG
is one of those things, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and PSG has signed a lot of our talent. We've done a lot of deals with them, so yeah, I get what you mean, man. But with Mertens, it's not only about player ability or player talent. I mean, he is our top scorer, so the talent and ability was always there.
Yeah,
but it's his loyalty for the club.
Okay.
Like this man is a fan of Napoli. Like they gave him the keys to the city. They made him a citizen. Like he has gone to games where we're fighting for the Scudetto and he's there in the stands. Like this man like loves Napoli. He named his son Ciro, which is a famous Napoli name. So the guy is like he's everything to the city. Everything.
No, I hear you fully. And then
I'm kind of upset that he wasn't one of the players that was on that Scudetto team because he left the year before. Which is horrible. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. He left that summer and we won the Scudetto.
That's, this is, again, doesn't correlate really, but that's kind of like with Harry Kane. You know what I mean? Like he obviously left Spurs and then eventually they went and won a freaking trophy. The guy spent most of his career wasted there. Obviously,
Yep.
totally different to Napoli, but like, yeah, no,
Yeah, kind of similar though. Like, yeah, he spent his whole career, most of his career with us. Was in a Scudetto race twice when he played with Napoli. Came short by like a couple of points, and as soon as he leaves, these new players come in, Gavara and a couple other new faces, and in their first season they win the Scudetto. I mean, man, talk about life not being fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, fully.
For him, you know.
No, I'm with you. What about Insigne? Did you like Insigne or not?
I'm not really a fan, bro.
No.
I'm not really. I mean, you know, there's a lot of Napoli fans that love him and adore him because he's from there. But Mertens outshined him. You know, it was just like, yeah. And then there's just a couple, you know, he was like hot and cold a lot. You know, sometimes you show up, sometimes he wouldn't. Yeah. So I'm not. I like him, right? Because he played for Napoli. It's not like I don't like the guy, but he's not one of my top favorites. No.
Would you put Kvaratskhelia over him?
Who?
Over Insigne, Kvaratskhelia.
I don't know who that is.
Don't rib me like this. I know you're a wrestling fan. Don't do me like this.
I don't know who that man is. Where's he playing now? PSG, I hear. PSG not doing anything. They don't even need him over there. You know, scoring extra goals when they already won the Champions League. You know, and scoring these little gimme goals. No, yeah, I don't know who that guy is. Sorry, I have no comment for Gavara.
No, I hear it. To be fair, I was like probably totally different to you, as you're obviously a fan of the club. But when he left to go to PSG, I was fuming because literally everybody should have been in for him. Liverpool, Real Madrid, Bayern, Man City, everyone that you could think there's a massive club, not Juventus, should have been in for him. You know what I mean? Because they just got a free ride, and it's like, and then we spend 75 million on Luis Diaz. I'm gonna cry.
Oh man, yeah, that was a hard one. But you see, with Gavara, man, he pushed for a transfer mid-season, bro. While we're in the Scudetto race, bro. After he gave the okay that he was going to stay with us another season, and then we're going to sell him in the summer, mid-season, you know, transfer market in the winter, he pushes for a transfer, doesn't give the club time to get a replacement, and then we sold him for pennies. We could have sold him for 100, 110 easily in the summer. So, yeah, I got really. Gavara to me is whatever, man.
No, I hear it. I do hear that. But
wow.
Do you like? I'm fully understanding that aspect of it. Like, for instance, let's say, I don't know, Elise or Jamal Musiala push for a move in the middle of trying to win the Champions League or the Bundesliga or whatever. Like, I would be pissed. I get it fully. Would you blame? It's kind of like a backwards question, but do you blame like the owner though? Because I know that the owner is very hit or miss. You either love him or you hate him.
Well, ADL, when it came to Gavara, the owner was at fault. ADL was at fault, but not by not giving him a pay raise right after that Scudetto. A player like that, you keep him happy, you give him the pay raise. And then he would say stupid things to the press like, yeah, why would I give him a pay raise? He signed the contract for 4 years or 5 years or whatever it was. And I mean, you just don't do that. I think ADL has learned a lot as well, how to be better, because ever since Conte's been there and after he just got completely humbled the season after we won the Scudetto, we finished 10th. I think he was like, okay, I need to settle down. Going back to Gavara though, yes, the club was at fault with certain things like the pay raise. And I would say that's probably the only fault that the club had, was not giving him a pay raise. But my situation was that with him is that summer before he left, he was kind of eyeing PSG. But then Conte came in and convinced him to stay, to believe in the project. And he said, okay, I'll stay. And then my issue with him is you should have stayed the whole season. And then you could have went to PSG in the summer. But I guess PSG told him, hey, we're like one piece away from winning the Champions League and we need you. And he literally he went over there to win the Champions League, which he did. But going back to this, if it wasn't for Napoli, no one would know who Guevara was. We put him on. We put him on stage. We put him on the. And then forget about it. The city, the people, adored this man. Like, you know, he had all the love. He had the city. Napoli put him on the stage, and then all of a sudden, you leave us halfway into a season. Thank God we won the Scudetto, because if we would have lost the Scudetto, people would have been pointing fingers at that move about on Guevara leaving. So yeah, thank God we won.
I am with you. I am actually with you on that. Like you give him that spotlight. You give him, you know, without that, no one's really gonna know who he is. You know, like I would say the same for Kim Min-jae. You know what I mean? Like, and again, similar, not similar players. Obviously, two different positions, but like I mean, like they're not from countries that are known for making talent. You know what I mean? With all due respect, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you know, like France, Brazil, England, so like, you know, Kvaratskhelia, Georgian, however you want to say it, and then obviously Kim is from Korea, Korean Republic. So like, you know what I mean? And again, without him playing and doing that big part for you, he wouldn't have got that Bayern move or whatever move that, you know what I mean? So no, I do understand that fully. And I feel like this day and age, though, and you obviously would have watched a lot more football than me, but as a whole, like this day and age, they're just there. They're just in it for themselves, which I understand to an extent, but at the same time, it's like, you know, when a city adores you or this or that, you know what I mean? You can't make it about yourself. Like every man has an ego, you know what I mean? But you've got to try to like put that aside, you know what I mean, for the better, you know, the greater good, you know what I mean? So yeah, no, I'm with you fully.
Yeah, and like I totally get, you know, their careers are short lived. They only have so many years to be out there playing, and I get all that. But you couldn't give us 4 more months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like
you're not asking for the rest of his career.
Yeah, like you couldn't give us 4 more. You would have went back to back, winning the not back to back, but you would have won 2 Scudettis with us, you know, and then you could have pieced off, and there wouldn't have been no tension. There would have been no hate. You know, everything would have been fine because we knew he was eventually going to leave. But pushing for a move, pushing for a transfer, when we're sitting in first place. I can't. I don't respect that.
I do get that. Like, if you were in 4th, 5th, 6th, and you won, you know, obviously you finished first, then 10th. Like, if you would have been like going back to the season before, you know what I mean, then push for the transfer. That is a bit mad. You know what I mean? Like that's like, you are quite literally going to win the league.
Oh no, no. If we would have been sitting like in 5th, 6th, and he pushed for a transfer, I would have been more mad at him because now you're leaving us while the boat's sinking. You feel me?
Yeah.
But my issue is that he pushed for a transfer mid-season, like, and he was our best player. It wasn't some guy that's on the bench that's not getting no minutes that's pushing for a transfer. Fine, goodbye. But our best player that, you know, won league MVP, you know what I mean? Like, brought us a Scudetto back after so many years. You piece out on us mid-season. You literally walked in the office and said, hey, I want to leave. Yeah, it's not. I don't want to make this whole episode about Guevara, but at the end of the day, no love for him.
No, I hear it, man. I hear it. You know what I mean? Like, I got like a similar, it's not, but it is similar, like love-hate relationship with Toni Kroos, because obviously people will know him as a Real Madrid legend, but for me, like, he should have stayed in Germany personally. But then again, we've got Uli Hoeneß, who has got, you know, one of the biggest egos going in football. So it is what it is. Tutto Calcio, though. I want to talk about Tutto Calcio. So obviously, the show, the host, you know, if you want the owner, whatever you want to say, Gio, the fraud, yeah, obviously he gets everybody in and so on and so forth. I love the show. I'm not just saying this. You would have seen me in the comments on most of the shows. Love what you're doing. Love that it's not just a male show as well. You do have obviously that female base as well. So like with Tutto Calcio, obviously Gio's come up watching all of these YouTubers, right? He's a young guy. Massive respect and love for him fully. To do what he's doing at his age as well, where realistically he doesn't need to do because he does have money behind him, you know. But like, because obviously he's a YouTuber, right? He is known as a YouTuber. He's grown up, you know, watching YouTubers, you know, in this day and age and so on. So then to bring everybody in, like I said, with the girls, with yourself, Francesco, so on and so forth. Like, what's that been like?
It's been amazing, man. It's really been. I love the show, dude. That the show to me is it's like my baby. You know what I mean? It really is. It's something that I take care of. Most of my energy is going toward when it comes to outside the normal routine of my life. When it comes to social media, most of my attention's on the show. I bet some cool people. I probably wouldn't have. Some of these panel members I already knew. Others I was able to meet while assembling the panel, because I assembled the panel of that team. So it's been a very amazing experience. And then meeting Gio, the guy's my brother. They like me and him are tight. You know, we're always on the same page with the show on new ideas. So me and him, we go hand in hand. We're always locked in. So yeah, man, you know, we actually met up at an Italian restaurant and we had that meetup, and it was once again an amazing experience. So it's been very, very, very cool, because I jump on Twitter and I would just like, you know, rep my team, talk some banter, log off. Now it's like I got a project. So that's how I look at it, you know. So love it.
No, I'm with it. And like, obviously, you know, I don't think Gio will mind me saying this, but like, I've been in like calls with Gio, you know, off camera and everything, just chatting, like friends do. And he's like, Dom just got this person in. Dom just got that person in.
Yeah.
Like, how do you like? Do you think, again, going back to that military time? Do you think it is like that's able to get these guests in and so on?
Definitely, the military helps a lot, man. You know, at one point I was in charge of 35 people at a unit. So I had, you know, I had to learn how to deal with different personalities and keep the morale high and you know, and when you have a crew of people that are coming together to get the mission done and they're enjoying it, it's not work.
Yeah.
It's fun. And that's basically how we roll over there at Tutto Calcio. Everyone
fully.
Yeah, everyone loves this show. So it definitely, the military has helped me a lot when it comes to having a leadership role with Tutto Calcio, for sure.
Nah, fully. I'm fully with it. And what you just said there perfectly sums up Tutto Calcio as well, in the fact that, okay, cool. You are talking about different football clubs. You're talking about a league, you know, the Serie A league. And obviously you've got Gio, Juventus, Napoli, Francesco Milan, so on and so forth, and obviously the others. Shout out to them. I'm not trying to miss them out on purpose. But like, as a whole, like, it is that, like, hopefully one day it gets big enough so you guys all get paid. You know what I mean? That would be absolutely amazing. Obviously that's, you know, the dream. But like, looking at it, it is banter, fun. You know what I mean? Like, I could easily say to you right now, look, Dom, I've got this show that I want to do. This is an example. I've got this show I want to do. I'll pay you such and such and such money. And then you could come on it for the money and not even enjoy the show. You know what I mean? where you guys, you're going on there, you're ripping into Francesco, you know, talking about the bloody bed sheets, you know what I mean? You're ripping into Gio with his hair and all of that. Like, you're just bantering, you know what I mean? So no, I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm not even a part of it, and I love it. You know what I mean? And I'm fully proud of you guys. I really am. Like, you're looking at it now. I've literally pulled it up. 698 subs. Nearly 700. And what the show on this channel, it hasn't even been going that long on this channel, if I'm right by saying. We just hit
episode 38.
Yeah, so yeah, literally looking at it now, Gio moved it over to this one a month ago. You've only been on this channel a month.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And obviously Gio's, I don't know if it's you as well. I don't want to keep saying Gio, but obviously there's videos being uploaded as well. Which he actually asked me about that. Again, I don't think he'll care that I'm saying this. I'm not saying any secrets or anything like that. But he's like, do you think we should start uploading like videos? I'm like, yes, bro. Fully do that. You know what I mean? Because not like, and this isn't anything against the show. It's the same with this podcast that I'm doing. I'm going to chop up certain parts of this podcast we're doing right now, because, you know, people might not want to watch a 2-hour podcast, or your shows like yesterday's show 19 hours ago was an hour and 51 minutes. Me personally, I like doing that, but this day and age, the attention span is so short where, like, you know, with the videos that Gio uploaded or the channel uploaded a video the other day, you know, who was the real winner, Juventus Milan breakdown, you know what I mean? 19 minutes. Someone will sit there and watch. You know, do you get my point?
Exactly. Yeah. And just to clarify, Gio updates the videos, and Fran. It's actually Gio and Fran. They come together and they handle that. So yeah, but you're correct. They're the ones that handle that side of the house. Yeah, no, fully. Shout out to the whole team. Fully. And hopefully one day, you know, not anytime soon, but hopefully one day, I've said this to Gio, I'm going to tell you now on the pod, I want to get you, Francesco, Gio, and Didi, the 4 main ones, for it. I want to get you all on a podcast. Let's do it. I think that would be sick. You know? Man, I'm down for sure. And does Bayern play any Italian teams in the Champions League? No, this is why I wanted you guys. You know, I know I banter and talk a lot of shit too. Yeah, but like I don't think we do. No, let me have a look. So we've got Club Brugge, PSG, Arsenal, Sporting. No, we don't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll meet one in the round of 16. Yeah. And as soon as that happens, then you got to come on the show. Oh, anytime. Because you're gonna, because you have to rep your team for that episode. So, and then you get to talk all the banter you want. Yeah, no, fully. I'm with it, and I know that you guys are like. This is the funny thing. I went on a shoot yesterday in London for a big channel, and it literally was me debating about 20 Premier League fans. Ooh. So like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm waiting for the video to come out, because obviously you need to send me it. Yeah, I was living it. Do you know what I mean? So I want to know what, like, people, because so basically it was like a half circle, right? I'm dead in the middle, and then there was a referee who was the main guy. Oh, is that type of setup? I've seen a podcast that does that for like for like real famous people and stuff. They all like go at them. Wow, that's cool. I need to see that. You need to send me the link once it drops. I will. As soon as it drops, I will, because I'm going to do a reaction video on my channel of it. Because again, like I said, because I was living it, I don't know how I felt. I know I was bricking it. I was going in there like, I'm going to smash these Premier League fans, so on. And then as soon as it come to it, my mind went blank. I'm not even going to lie. No excuses. That's tough. So no, we'll definitely get into that. Final thing. I know I've taken some of your time, so it won't be too long. WWE, because I know you're a massive WWE fan. You reference it a lot in the show. Straight up. Roman Reigns, baby. Roman Reigns. That's my guy. What got you into wrestling? Oh man, since I was a little kid, man, my grandmother took me to she didn't take me. She took me to a friend's house, and I saw WrestleMania 3. Oh wow. Hogan against Ultimate Warrior. Don't remember too much of it because I was really young. But that's when I locked in with but at the time it was called WWF. And then throughout my childhood, on and off, I would watch it. But then I really got involved with it again with the Attitude Era, which is the best era till this day.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I agree.
And then I stopped watching for years because I wasn't feeling the new movement, the new era. But then when Roman came back and did his tribal chief thing, I got back into it, and I haven't stopped watching ever since. So
okay. Yeah, see with me, for instance, right? So obviously I spoke about this earlier in the pod, and people know this. I've done a full podcast about myself, but like the thing with me is the reason I'm a Bayern fan, the reason I don't support a Premier League club, so on and so forth, is because, like I said earlier, there was no one that I cared about in that aspect, right? So my uncle got me into wrestling, so I'm a massive wrestling head as well. Like I've watched most of the ECW stuff, all of the old shows. Like when they brought back In Your House for NXT, I was ecstatic because that's like my childhood. You know what I mean? And I'm only 27. You know what I mean? So I really shouldn't be saying that's my childhood because that was way before my childhood. But yeah, like the big like videotapes, which again I'm showing my age here, because nowadays it's like either on Netflix or on a DVD, a disc. So, but yeah, no. Wrestling for me was always that like escape from reality.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it still does bug me when people say it's fake. I'm not gonna lie. Like just in the aspect of like, okay, let me hit you a still chair and see if you like it. You know what I mean? Like,
yo, this is what I tell people when they say it's fake. I'm like, listen, or they tell me it's scripted. I'm like, listen, the movies, the series, all that stuff that you watch, that's fake, that's scripted. And you enjoy it. So yeah, wrestling is scripted. Now, I wouldn't say it's fake because, like you said, take the chair to the back, or jump off the top rope and land on a table. Those things hurt. But this is how I describe wrestling. It's a man's soap opera.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
No, fully,
it's a man, and not only a man's soap opera, it's a woman's and kids soap opera too, because women watching it. Kids are watching it. Yep. You want to know what the storyline is. You want to know what the story is the next episode. You know what I mean? It's a soap opera. It's amazing.
No, I'm with you with that as well, because like it in that aspect of like it's like like some women will watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians or that sort of thing where it's like
I can't do that.
That sort of drama.
In
that aspect, which we know is scripted, but like with this one, like. Again, it's similar to like if you like action movie, like his superhero movies. There's always a good guy and there's always a bad guy. You know what I mean? And again, you could push with the whole, Marvel, for instance, Thanos, and then you've got Iron Man, and so obviously that's a bit of a different thing because you've got like all of these different characters. But as a whole, like. It's crazy. It really is crazy. I love it. Who's your favorite of all time?
Oh, of all time, Stone Cold Steve Austin, babe.
Oh,
that's my guy, bro. That's my guy. Stone Cold is untouchable. He's my top. I got my own Mount Rushmore.
Oh, go ahead.
So, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Man, all of a sudden now. Okay. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret the Hitman Hart, Roman Reigns, and the fourth one, it's kind of hard for me to really point it out, but I either got The Rock or Undertaker.
It's not a bad list. Not a bad list. I wouldn't say at all. I think, I'm fully with that list. I think Bret Hart is probably the best wrestler of all time. Him or Shawn Michaels when it comes to like in ring,
technical wrestlers.
I generally think Bret Hart could go in there with a broom and somehow make it look good. You know what I mean?
Make it look amazing.
Yeah, like I'm fully with you on that one. Mine, if I was to put mine, I'm a John Cena fan. When I got into it, he was my guy.
I can't stand Cena.
And I'm like, again, as a kid. This is quite funny. You'll like this, but as a kid, obviously, you know, I liked the good guy, and the good guy for my whole childhood was Cena. So I was a Cena fan,
Yeah.
you know, and so on. And now it's like, it's quite funny because like I've now reversed. So obviously back in those times, it was, you know, the adults were like booing Cena, you suck, so on and so forth.
You can't wrestle. You can't wrestle.
Fully. And like the kids were loving him. So I was obviously one of those kids. But now, and you'll know this because obviously you watch it, I can't stand Cody Rhodes. I hate Cody Rhodes. So
I can't stand him either, bro.
I've like flipped in the sense of like, I hate the bad guy, and now my kid loves Cody Rhodes. So like now I kind of understand it.
Yeah.
It's like why like they were booing him and so on and so forth. But yeah, he is my guy just because of when I was watching it fully. I won't lie. But
so what's your Mount Rushmore?
See, I'm going off a tangent. Cena 100% has to be on there. I just think what he did in that aspect and that time, which I do understand, he was Vince's, you know, golden child in that aspect. You know, made Vince a lot of money. Holy moly! I think you have to put Hogan on there. I don't like what he has done outside of the ring. Again, rest in peace to him. But I think you have to put him on there because I think without him, you don't like him slamming Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3 was monumental.
That was WrestleMania 1.
Was it WrestleMania 1? Was it?
Yeah, because WrestleMania 3 he fought Ultimate Warrior.
No, WrestleMania 4 was Ultimate Warrior saying here.
Oh, was it WrestleMania 4?
Yeah, champion versus champion.
Oh, okay, my bad then. So WrestleMania 1 was Hulk Hogan, because I remember number 2 was a bust. So it wasn't number 2.
So WrestleMania, what's that say? Yeah, WrestleMania was him and Mr. T.
WrestleMania 1?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got them all wrong then.
And then WrestleMania 2 would be the bust. It was him and I can't think of what the guys. Is it King Kong Bundy?
Bundy, yeah.
Yeah, that one. And then 3 was when he slammed him.
Okay.
So yeah, like I think you have to put him on there just because of what he did. You know, there's good and there's bad, obviously. Cena, Stone Cold. Again, you have to have a dance partner. I think The Rock was that dance partner in the Attitude Era, but Stone Cold was that guy. He quite literally threw gasoline on that fire and made.
If it wasn't for Stone Cold, I don't think WWE would have beaten WCW in that.
Yeah, in the Monday Night Wars.
The ratings, yeah.
No, I'm fully with you. Now I'm torn though, because now I'm like Shawn Michaels or The Undertaker.
Got to go with The Undertaker for me.
Yeah, I think that streak is. I think you have to put him on there because of the streak.
And he was able to change his character so many times and still stay on top. Not many wrestlers could do that.
No, I'm with you. To be fair though, I do think like no discredit to him. Obviously he's an icon, but I do think because he never switched over to WCW when they were all going over for money. He showed Vince loyalty. Like I think that was why he was the top guy. If that makes any sense.
Also
you know
true.
I mean? Obviously, he was a badass. You know what I mean? And I don't mean like the American badass. I mean, you know, you go in a room with him and say something bad, you're getting chinned. You know what I mean? You get punched in the face.
And he takes the business seriously, man. To this day, he's very strict. That's what I like about him. Is he kind of got a little bit of military in him.
Yeah, no, fully. So yeah, no, I'm with you. But like, who are your like go-to people in this day and age? Obviously Roman. Who else do you like?
Yeah, so I've always liked baby faces, but that are edgy.
Okay.
So like, for example, I liked Ultimate Warrior more than I liked Hulk Hogan, because Ultimate Warrior is he was more edgy. He was more like he had a little bit of a heel in him, but not fully heel. Stone Cold Steve Austin, another edgy baby face. Roman Reigns, Tribal Chief, edgy. Well, you could say he was full blown heel, but still people loved him. He was kind of a hybrid. My current wrestlers, Roman's there, as long as Roman's there, he's the guy. I like Seth Rollins a lot.
Yeah, Seth's a good one.
Yeah, Seth's amazing. There's so many, bro. But to keep it to like 2 or 3, Braun Breaker, that guy's gonna ceiling.
Yeah,
he's so young. Ceiling's gonna. There's no ceiling with that guy, bro. He's gonna go high.
Did you see the most recent Raw?
Oh, yeah, the betrayal.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to say it. In case you didn't see it. I didn't want to spoil it for you.
The betrayal, bro.
Yeah, I think I love that. Like, I'm a Roman fan too, so I do want to see them at Mania once and for all. You know, Tribal Chief and Seth, and maybe we get to that point. But the fact of that betrayal, like, it looks like now Braun Breaker is the leader of that group.
Looks like Seth got kicked to the road, or he's gonna have to step back.
Yeah.
CM Punk, bro. CM Punk. I love CM Punk.
Am I right by saying you wore a CM Punk shirt on one of the Tutto Calcio shows?
Yeah, a hoodie. Yeah.
Hoodie. Yeah. No.
Yeah. I rep him heavy.
I liked him when he was doing the pipe bomb and so on. I won't lie. Not a massive fan now. I just think his body's too old, personally. He is. He's old, but he still has that mic work, man. Oh, fully. That mic work of his is. Yeah. Could be in. He quite literally will be that guy that's in a retirement home, just beefing all of the rest of the people in there. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, fully. I think that's one thing, that, like, the wittiness in his head. Yeah. You know, to be in a conversation like me and you right now, and he could just be like, "Bosh." You know what I mean? Just lay out a line. What about female-wise? Obviously, that's actually crazy, because the female that's my favorite division. Believe it or not, I rank the women's division higher than the men's division. There's so much talent, and they, you know, I don't know if you heard what Triple H has said. He said, you know, I bring in a new face, and it takes them months to figure it out. But I bring in the women, and the women figure it out like that. Yeah. And man, Stephanie Vakir, she's my top. Yeah. Like, I'm in love with her. Like, I have a crush on this woman. She is. I just love everything about her, and I've researched her story, how she applied for WWE. They said no, so she went all around the world: Mexico, Japan, South America, won titles all over the place. Went to AEW. Yeah. Which is crazy that they let her go, isn't it? Yeah. She decided, once WWE called up, you know, they gave her the option. Listen, do you want to go to the main roster, or do you want to go to NXT? They normally just slide you straight to NXT. Yeah. And she was like, no. She said main roster. Then she called them back. She's like, nah, wait a minute. Like, I need to brush up on my English. So I want to go to NXT. Yeah. And she's won 4 titles in less than a year. Yep. You know, and her wrestling skills, what I love about her is that you see a little bit of all the places where she wrestled at. You see the Japanese style, you see the Mexican style, you see the luchadora style, you see the things she's picking up now at NXT and WWE. So she's well-rounded. I don't know if you noticed her finishing move now, the spiral tap, where she jumps, she stands on the top rope, she's facing the crowd, she jumps and does a spiral and lands it. Yeah, it's amazing. So that's my top. But I love wrestlers like Io Sky, amazing wrestler. Who else? Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. Can't forget about Liv Morgan. I love Liv Morgan. Her mic work is nasty. Like, she could just go at anybody on the mic. So yeah, women's for me is top. Yeah, I'm with you on Liv. I've been a Liv fan since she was in NXT. You know, when she had the pink hair and the pink tongue. Yeah, with the cap backwards. Yeah, the Riot Squad, Liv. So yeah, no, I'm with you. And I think because of her size, because of her beautiful body, she can get away with, like, all of the guys want to be with her or so on, but then she's like a little bitch, you know what I mean? Yeah. In that aspect, I think that is why she works so well. Like, And I don't think they ever, unless they do it where the Judgment Day turn on her, I don't think they can ever make her a face. I really don't, because I don't know if that bitchiness would come over.
No.
You know, like look at Bianca Belair, for instance. You know,
Yeah.
all of the young girls look up to her, and this and this and so on. Someone I really, really rock with though is now my mind's gone blank. What is her name? She's in the Judgment Day right now, and it's not.
Oh, Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne.
One of my favorites, bro.
Like,
she's 20 years old, right?
That, bro. I had this conversation with some of the lads I speak to, Zio and them lot, and like I said straight up, and they didn't like it. I don't know if you'll like it when I say it. I generally think she is the best wrestler in the company.
Not better than Stephanie Vecchier.
No?
She's the second best. But yeah, listen, you're right. It's because Steph's there. If Steph wasn't in the company, I put her at first. She's a technical wrestler. She's very technical. You know, that's what I love about her. And she's been doing it since she was 13 years old, man. Booker T trained her.
Yep.
This woman knows wrestling, and her height is actually benefits her. You notice that she bounces off the second rope, not the top, because she can't read. And then you see like others, like Alexa Bliss, for example, that's a little bit taller. They look fake when they go against the rope because they go like this. But she's so small that she literally leans back, bounces up, and goes. So her being small and crafty and technical is definitely, she's one of the best wrestlers in the game, and she's only 20 years old. So she's gonna be winning titles like crazy.
Fully.
Yeah.
But actually, looks like they're gonna be. Go on. Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say she's not the best because Steph is there. Like, because I think Steph, and I'm not saying this because I'm a fan of Stephanie. No, I'm not saying only because of that, but Stephanie has the full package. She's technical. She has a little bit of high flying. The only weakness she has is her mic work, because it's in English. You have to say it in English. But if you look at her mic work in Spanish when she was in Mexico, it was nasty. So that's the only reason why. But I definitely see your take, and I could see where you're getting at. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think with her going to that middle rope as well, you know what I mean? It's like, it's different, but like, you know, like the way that Bron Breakker runs those ropes. You know what I mean? I know that's because of American football, or you'll know it as football. But like, because he can run those ropes like that, she's kind of got her style where she can kind of run the ropes kind of like him in that aspect of, okay, I'm not going to have to put my arm when I bounce. So instead I'm going full back, you know, onto the second rope. And that's how she, you know, gets the momentum. I do understand it though, fully. I love her moves. You know, the pop rocks, I think, is, you know, amazing. Red made that, you know.
Yeah, and she has aura. She has something. She captures something like that. She takes some, like, you know what I'm saying. She has that aura, and she's going far.
No, fully. You know, and unless the company messes up, I agree with you on that one. And I think that's the thing, you know. And I think now that CM Punk's back in the company, now that AJ Lee's back in the company, you know, they got to push her versus AJ Lee. I need to see it. You know.
Well, the thing is that, you know, the background story between them, right?
Yeah.
They're like family.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, so I don't want to see AJ Lee going against Roxanne, because, you know, I'd rather keep them separate. But talking about AJ Lee, I have her winning the Intercontinental belt pretty soon. I think she's gonna beat Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I'm really upset with the company over those bouts. What they've done with them, for me, is nothing short of a disgrace. I like what they're doing now with Becky, in the sense that they've put like one of the main stars in there to elevate it. But for me, like, with all due respect, Chin should never have been going for that bout. You know what I mean? I like the work she does, don't get it twisted. But again, we've gone away from that Divas era. So why are you twerking in the middle of the ring?
Yeah.
It's about technical wrestling. It's about being able to wrestle, you know?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So
when it comes to the belts, the ones that I'm disappointed with is Cody Rhodes and I've kind of softened up to Cody Rhodes because he had some great matches, like with KO. That match was crazy. He's had some solid matches, but this Tiffany Stratton reign was so mid, and it's not Tiffany's fault. It's because they sucked out her character. Her character before that's the one you had to go with, but then they put her with Nia Jax, and she was like Nia Jax punching doll, and she never really recovered from that. And she hasn't really fought anybody that's worth mentioning. I mean, she fought Nia Jax a couple of times, and Nia Jax carried both matches. And she fought Jade. Jade is not even ready yet. So, like, other than that, and Charlotte Flair, that match was horrible. It wasn't a good match. So it was like, who she really fought? You know what I mean? So yeah, I would say that they messed up with that one.
Yeah, no, again, you know what I mean? You are quite literally talking the same language as me right now. I feel exactly the same. I feel like since Roman, what Roman did and all of that is amazing. Logan Twisted. I actually think he will go down as the best from his lineage. I really do. Obviously not necessarily The Rock, because The Rock transcended because of the Attitude Era and so on. Yeah. But because of what Roman did with the 1,000 Days and so on and so forth, they've now got it in their head that these big stars have to keep the belt, and it's not the case. You know what I mean? Like, look at, like, for instance, I know Seth's got the belt now, but going into WrestleMania, if we get the match that I want to see, which is Seth versus Roman, there is no need for a belt. There is no need for a belt in that one. So, like, no. You know what I mean? Like, why build a star with a belt? Same when Roman got the 2 belts, you know, with Brock Lesnar. You screwed Kofi Kingston out of the belt. For what reason? You know what I mean? To give it to Roman, which I loved, but at the same time I hated. So with Tiffany, I agree with you. I don't necessarily think Jade is ready, but I think they need to give the belt to Jade, because there's nobody else, unless they bring back Bianca Belair as a baddie. I would love that. But, like, yeah, I am with you. Like, these titles are staying on these people for way too long.
Yeah.
Like, and it's really annoying. As a viewer.
Like, I really I don't understand why Cody had to regain the belt from John Cena. Yeah. That should have been perfect opportunity to give it someone else, but they gave it him again. So that made no sense to me. And then you're right, like they're carrying it for way too long. But I hope Stephanie carries it for a long time, because she has to go through so many women. Yeah, like, she just got there. The only person she's fought is Io and Tiffany. That's it. There's Rhea, Roxanne. It looks like they're gonna fight pretty soon. Becky Lynch, AJ. So I hope when it comes to my girl Steph, she goes on a Roman Reigns type, you know, give it to her for 5 years.
No, I hear it. I do hear it. Like, and I'm fine with Cody keeping it for that long. I know I've just complained, but I'm fine with him keeping it that long. I'm fine with Tiffany keeping it that long, if you're giving me banging matches. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, the Roman thing wouldn't have worked. Obviously, you had the whole bloodline situation and everything, but if he wasn't having good matches, it wouldn't have worked. People would have got bored of it. You know what I mean? So, no, I'm with you. What's the next WWE pay-per-view? Do you know what the next WWE pay-per-view is?
Yeah, Survivor Series.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, next month. End of next month.
Damn, okay. So, yeah, Survivor Series. So, will they put this is one thing I don't want them to do, is put the champions in War Games. I love War Games.
They keep them out of it, bro, because some of them get injured, man. Like, we lost Brunson Reed, broke his ankle.
Jimmy Uso got hurt as well, didn't
he? Jimmy got hurt. Yep. Yeah. Jimmy the Tamatanga got hurt. Yeah. He just came back. I don't think
awesome, by the way, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks good, bro. Yeah. So, like, a lot of these guys get hurt. I keep Stephanie away from that. Yeah. From there, I hope that nothing happens, because belts are normally not defended in Survivor Series.
Yeah.
You notice that?
That's the problem. Yeah. Hopefully they go against that, though, and we get obviously I'm a rock fan. I don't think that makes any sense. Roxanne fan. Kind of how you are with Stephanie. So I would love if they took the belt off of her so she could get it. But at the same time, I do agree with you where she could literally go. Stephanie could go, you know, through all of these female wrestlers and have banging matches.
Yeah.
You know, could you imagine Stephanie versus Rhea Ripley if they actually had a one-on-one match?
That's gonna be the WrestleMania match, bro. Next one, yep. They already got it in the works, bro. Roxanne is gonna be a learning process for Roxanne.
Yeah,
she doesn't have that clout yet, but yeah, man, I'm enjoying this, man. I'm enjoying this era now.
No, fully. Do you watch everything? Do you watch like NXT as well or not?
I watch NXT and WWE, both Raw and SmackDown. I really don't watch AEW or TNA.
Okay.
But yeah, NXT, I love NXT, bro.
Yeah, the NXT is like my jam. Like the main rosters bored me a little bit because of what we've just spoken about with the title reigns and so on. So yeah, no, I'm with you fully. Like again, talking about the title reigns, why have they given Julia the freaking US bout?
They ruined her character. They ruined her character.
Yeah,
they really did.
That bout.
Yeah.
What do you think of Sol Ruka?
Oh, I love her.
Yeah.
What a talent. That high flying stuff that she does and her finishing move. Wow. What's the name of her finishing move? Something Soul
Snatcher.
Soul Snatcher. What a move. And yo, the way she just flies out of that ring, I love her. She's already ready for the main roster.
Yeah. No, I agree. I do. This is the only thing with me though, is like I don't want them to bring her up yet because I feel like she's just going to be another mid-carder. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they're not going to be able to use her properly.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing for me. But no, I am with you on that fully. And I think, you know, if she does come over and they do use her right, maybe if they put the US title, women's title on her and give her a little run, I think then they could push her. I would, and again, that's another person that they could give to Tiffany. You know what I mean? And they could actually have a good match because I think Tiffany is one of those where you need the right partner for her to have a good match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, if you know, like she's not a Bret Hart, a female Bret Hart, shall we say? Like she's not that technical. Go in there. Yeah, she's not going to go in there and like Io, for instance. I think Io is probably the only one. I know I was talking obviously about Roxanne highly, but I think Io is the only one you could probably put in there with anyone, even Nia, and she would actually get a good match out of them.
A lot of people sleeping on Lyra Valkyria, bro.
Valkyria, yeah.
She to me is the best technical wrestler. When it comes to technical, just technical, Lyra to me is the best. She reminds me of a female Bret Hart. Seriously.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm with it.
And a lot of people are sleeping on her because her character development. It's like, what is this? You know, and she needs to they need to go back because at NXT she was good. She was killing it. She was killing it. And she's kind of like they're still trying to figure out. But the Lyra to me is top. Yeah.
What do you think of Blake Monroe? Yeah.
I mean, it's all looks. It's all looks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I can't lie though. I did like the edginess they give us with the latest pay-per-view when she was going against what's that chick called? What's the big tough? Yeah,
what's her name? I know who you're saying.
Let me find it because that's gonna annoy me. NXT Blake.
Jordan Grace.
Yeah, like I like what they did there, where it was like the glamour, and then she turned into like
that was good,
devil, but like like
that was bad. Good.
Yeah. Because like I think that sort of thing, because we've already got Tiffany, who's a beautiful woman, you know, beautiful blonde hair, you know, the body and everything, makeup and all of this shit. We don't need another version of her. You know what I mean? So like, no, I'm fully with you on that one. But I do agree, like going full story with it, like or full circle, shall I say? The women's wrestlers that they've got in SmackDown roster, brilliant. Women's roster, brilliant, and then the NXT roster, like stacked. Like Jada Parker could come and be a star.
Yeah. Watch out for the new girl, Lady Reed. Ooh.
Mm.
the Southern girl from Alabama, the
Yeah.
one that intervened in Lola's match and messed her up.
Yeah.
Watch her. Watch how explosive she's in that ring. She's an explosive wrestler. Like, it's just so entertaining. Wow, she's gonna be climbing up that ladder soon.
No, fully. And then you've always got Lash. You've got Lola Vice. I think even Maxine Dupree. I like what they did with her with Becky recently.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
man. I don't. Maxine, man. I just don't.
No,
she's just there for her looks.
Yeah,
She's there for her looks, man. It's just like, but she's trying. She's trying to get better, and she's gotten better, but she's not there yet.
Oh no, fully, no. But I think putting her in with Becky to see what she actually could do.
Yeah, that was a good move.
You know what I mean? I'm with it fully. Who else is there? Again, we spoke about Rhea. I'm looking at the roster. For anyone that wants to know, Naomi, when she comes back, obviously she's having a baby. So congratulations to her and Jimmy. But like, it's so annoying. This sounds so selfish of me, as a father myself, to say this, but like, why does she have to have a kid now? Like, she was in such a good run with that.
She was. It was amazing. It was an amazing run, but I'm glad it happened because it gave Steph the belt, man. I think Steph was gonna take. So I think Steph was gonna take the belt anyways, because a lot of people out there in the the WWE universe are like, wow, they're way pushing Steph over 4 belts in a year. But the people got to understand. Go look up Steph's age right now.
Yeah.
Go check out how old Steph is.
Yeah, she's 32. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you can't sit her on a shelf like you do with Roxanne. That's 20. Because now it's her prime. You got to get you got to get that 32, 33, 34, 35, 36 years of her, because once you start hitting 38, 40, that's it. You're at the end of your run. So they need to like go heavy on her now. And she should have been in WWE a long time ago, but thank God they got her.
No, fully. No, fully. I'm with that. And I feel like, even with some of the men's wrestlers, like Javon Evans is.
Oh, Javon.
Like,
you got to watch the TNA pay-per-view that went down on Sunday. Yeah. You saw it?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Nuts. Absolutely nuts. He nearly won their belt, didn't he?
Huh?
He nearly won their TNA.
Yeah.
Is it X Division, I believe is what they call it?
Yeah, they got some. I don't know the exact names. I just tuned in to watch that match because I heard it was a banger.
No, I'm with it fully. I generally feel like me and you could speak about wrestling all day though. That is one thing about the Tutto Calcio boys. I know that some of them, like Francesco, hates it. Like he's like one of those guys we were talking about. Big up to Fran, but he's like, oh, that fake shit.
Whatever. It's not for everybody. That's okay. It's not for everybody. That's even better. It's more for us.
Fully.
More entertainment for us. You don't want to watch. That's cool.
Fully.
But Fran, he was just giving me crap about being. I was like, bro, you gotta look into it, man. It's entertaining, man.
But yeah, man. And there we go, people. There we go. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed. Make sure you smash the likes, hit the subscribe button. I've really enjoyed this one. I've actually enjoyed every one I've done. I've not had a bad podcast yet, so I believe I'm doing okay. But yeah, smash the likes, people. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And until then, we're out. Peace, people.